Good morning and welcome to Cawfeetawk. It's great to be home. Every once in a while I turn the camera on for Cawfeetawk and I go, oh, I am cute. Oh, this is cute. Today's one of those mornings. I took a shower last night and fell asleep with my hair soaking wet because I passed out. I was so tired. So this is what we get, sort of the crimped 1992 look here. Oh. Try not to be distracted. Okay, so I have what I feel is like a year's worth of Cawfeetawk from this experience. I'm on like human connection sensory overload, but I have to start with how Cawfeetawk works. This story, it was like running through my mind all night. Okay. So I'm laying by the pool and I'm by myself. Michael's practicing golf. And this gorgeous woman walks up with her $80,000 Louis Vuitton bag, gorgeous sunglasses, perfect, looking for someone. And I can see that she can't see who she's looking for. So I say to her, would you like to sit down? She's like a little off-put. Well, I'm looking for a friend. I go, okay, well, if you can't find her and you want to sit, you're welcome to sit. My husband's playing in the golf tournament. I explained to her a little bit about who I was. And she was like, oh, all right, yeah, I'll sit. Cool. And she was a baseball wife. Her husband plays professional baseball. He was also practicing. So we sat together and started to talk about some of the things we had in common. Both had 3 children and just making small talk about being a mom and this, that, and the other thing, whatever. And her girlfriend showed up and she decided to join us. So they were lovely. So they start talking about a woman. Now, I explained to her a little bit about who I was about Jersey Belle because that's why I was there at first. So she didn't know about Cawfeetawk, right? And I try not to Cawfeetawk people right in their face, but sometimes I have to. So anyway, they start talking about this woman who wanted to do a calisthenics program for her husband's professional baseball team. And essentially was like, they were just like, it made a lot of the wives uncomfortable. So I'm like, take that a step further. Why? Well, and then they proceeded to explain to me who they believed she was. This woman is very attractive, is single in her 30s, very friendly with the men, lots of high energy, not the kind of woman you want around your husband, presumably. So they tell the story and they give all their justifications, and I'm trying so hard to like keep it together when, as luck would have it, here comes the woman that they are talking about. So what do? Hey, lady, come over here. You want to sit with us? And the 2 baseball wives were like, oh my God, what's she doing? What's she doing? What's she going to do? So I invite the woman to sit down. She sits on my chair and we all start talking. What the baseball wives didn't know was I had spent 20 minutes the day before getting to know this other woman. I took the time to know her struggle. I took the time to know that she wasn't single. She was divorced, but that was never what she wanted. She was a single mom trying to keep her business afloat, trying to raise her child. And she explained to me that women never give her a chance. That the reason why she always talks to the men is because no women ever extend themselves. No one ever smiles at her. No one ever approaches her and says, hey, I'm so-and-so. None of the wives ever. She says she's traveled all over the country meeting different baseball teams trying to get this program up and running. And none of the wives ever give her a chance. So what I did was I asked her questions in front of these women that allowed her to tell her story. And I watched the minds of the baseball wives working as they came to see this woman for who she really was, not for who they wanted her to be, not for who they assumed she was, not for what they had judged her to be. It was the most amazing thing as she explained that her husband asked for a divorce, that she was now a single mother trying to hold it all together, trying to keep this business going so she could support her child. And as the real story was coming out and these women were seeing her for who she really was, the first baseball wife looked at me and smiled, and I could see she was mortified at her judgment. And it was in that moment that I knew that Coffee Talk works, that it works, that women want to be better. They don't want to be the insecure women who judge other women and make them who they want to be on first glance. They don't want to be the women who sit at the pool as amazing as they are and still feel threatened by somebody else's contribution. The energy was amazing. And then I explained to them about Coffee Talk. Then I explained to them what I'm trying to do. And everybody got it. And they all like this page, so there's a good chance they're watching it. But I want them to know how much I appreciated. That experience for me allows me to know that we are enough just as we are. All we have to do is take the time to get to know somebody else's struggle. Amazing what communication can do. You gotta love Coffee Talk. I mean, you really just gotta do. It's like a force bigger than me, and it works. Anyway, I'm so happy to be back. I love you all so much. Have a great Monday.